The over against Hardik obviously just didn't execute how I would have liked to really. Would have been important to get him off strike and just put it down to poor execution from me. Probably bowled 3 balls that were just too full, and as soon as you missed a player like Hardik, it's going to go the distance. So Hardik's a very good player. MS has obviously done this for a very long time, and he's probably played a lot of innings under pressure like that, and I think the way that he's timed his innings throughout his whole career is probably something that is a strength of his, and to have him as a guide out there for a young player like Hardik and the other young guys in the Indian team is probably it's very helpful. And it was very important to try and break that partnership, and obviously we probably didn't bowl too well throughout the middle personally, and we've spoken about how important it is to start well against new batsmen. We probably didn't do that too well throughout the middle period of the game the other day as well. So MS is an important wicket, and we had a great opportunity to get him in early, and we probably just, as I said, we didn't really execute the way that we wanted to. We've got plenty of options. I think we had plenty of variety in our attack. We had 2 quicks who bowled very well for us the other day. We got Jimmy bowling what he does, and then leg spinning option and some off spin as well. So I think we got plenty of variety, as do they as well. They were bowled very well to us. Particularly, I felt like when we're 4 down and you're facing 2 spinners who are very hard to pick under lights, it doesn't help either. So we're going to have to try and negate that. I think it might be a little bit different if it was a 50 over scenario. I think once it comes down to 20 overs and you're under pressure like that, it does become tough. I guess a situation like the other day, they're going to attack you like Hardik was attacking, and I think the way to get out of it is just by you can get a wicket and change the game. So I think if it had happened 2 or 3 balls earlier, I think it would have been a different situation. We might have been chasing 260 or 50, but to get him when we did too, I think, as disappointing as it was to have an over like that off me, to get him out in the end probably did make a difference between 280 and maybe 320 or 330 as well. So I guess it's just how you try and get out of those situations. You never like to get hit for 3 sixes in a row, but I guess it does happen. It's probably happened to Shane Warne and guys like that too. So as long as you don't put yourself under too much pressure, try and learn from those situations, and hopefully if it happens again, I'll get him out earlier or get out of that situation better. It is tough. Yeah, it's tough sometimes knowing that you've just got to execute this ball, because if you don't, it's probably going to be the same result. So as I said, I think bowling a bad ball can sometimes be your best way out, or just getting the wicket. That's your job as a spinner in the middle overs. Against teams like this, there are going to be partnerships, and there are going to be situations like that where you have to get out of. And as I say, I think the best situation is to just take the best thing is in those situations is to just take a deep breath and think about what's the best way to get him a play like that off strike, or just getting him out, because that can be the difference between 20, 30, 40, 50 runs that you're chasing.